Woke up and just felt right. Phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight. I turn a short day into a long night. See you soon if you got the...
What is up, guys? This is Alex. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your bot better in Madden Mobile. So I've been receiving a lot of kick messages, and a lot of people like catching me on NBA because my IGN is alexrenau.yt, and obviously if you know what YT means, it's YouTube, and you'll eventually search up my channel, so you'll probably end up on this video. If you guys don't know how to make a bot, please go to my other videos because this one is not for you. I have a Nexus, so obviously I win a lot more, and there's not a lot of lag on NBA with some of the no lag glitches that I've done. So let me teach you guys how to make your bot better. So what I like to do personally is only have one refresh sleep, and this bot right here is from my coded NTO. That this video I think I'll push out probably a day after my coded NTO or 2 days after, I don't know, probably 2 days after, to be honest. So what you want to do, I like to have one refresh, so you guys should do that also. Just try it out. So I'm just going to delete this var hashtag ref2, and yeah. So now once we got this, what I like to do is have 3 by now taps, then my refresh. Okay? Now what you want to do is you want to get rid of these spaces. I don't like having spacing in my bot. I think it slows it down, but you know, I'm not always correct all the time, so don't believe me on that. Now what I like to do to make my bot better is I like to remove the first touch up. You guys are getting a lot of my tips in this video, so this is like great. I don't know what to say, but this is really gonna help you guys. So if you're a Nexus, you can run somewhat of a lower pull-up sleep, but if you exceed like more than like 90% of the botting community is, you don't have that processing speed that could process a pull-up so fast. So your first sleep, you want it to be somewhere around like the 40s, 50s, play around that range. The second sleep will cooperate with your first sleep, which will lead up to your buy now basically, because these first two are basically after the refresh, because if you actually think about it, they're basically after. So this I like to put around 70. Okay? So this one right here I like to treat as if it's my buy now. It's the speed it's going to buy the player. This is where people don't understand why they need such a fast buy now. If you have such an insanely fast buy now, like it presses buy now before you even see the card on your screen, you're going to circle so much. It's going to circle for at least like 3 seconds. I've experimented. So your buy now can't be crazy fast and it can't be crazy slow. The slower it is, the less you'll probably circle at buy now unless your Wi-Fi is complete AIDS. So I like to put this around like the 20 range. It doesn't circle that bad for me. And I have 110 ping, 90 download. So, and ping's the most important thing. So I'm basically just screwed. I am not all Wi-Fi at all. On NBA, it takes like a second for me to buy the player, and that's a long time if you think about that. So on the refresh, I like to keep this around 140. This will judge the speed that your bot will go at basically, because the higher these sleeps are, the slower your bot will go. If your sleeps are negative, like, alright, let's say this by now is -1 and everything else is positive. This will eventually lead up to overing. If your sleep is too low or too high, your bot will over. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it's when you see the card you want to buy and you keep going over it and over it, like over refreshing, and it's not sold yet. Like you see the time that it's like still going, you know what I mean? It's not speed and excel, it's your sleeps are too high or too low. So once you got your sleep situated like that, you find a good range for your device. How are you going to start winning more? I don't know what to do anymore. So what you want to do is start adjusting sleeps by themselves. Okay? What you want to do that is experiment with a touch up, like I'll put touch up 0, right? Try changing that touch up to something like 2. Try changing that to something like 1. Alright? That's also something good to play with. The last thing I'm going to be telling you guys to play with in this video is decimals. So these decimals work great for me. I haven't experimented with them on Exceed, but I think they'll work the exact same. So what you want to do decimal, obviously just do a dot and then 0.1, 0.01, whatever. If you guys know what set batch lines, have you ever heard of it? I could teach that, but I don't really notice a difference at all. So actually I got one more tip for you guys, and that'll be the closing part of this video. So after that touch-up that I was teaching you guys about, like let me just copy the touch-up so I don't have to paste it again. You want to try double sleep. So what I mean by that is something like sleep, and then you do like, if you already have buy now 1 to 3, just do like buy now 4. You know, try this double sleep stuff. It works sometimes. So that's basically been it for this video of making your bot better part 1. So I'd want to thank you guys for watching my videos, sticking with me after all my inactivity. Peace out, guys.
こんにちは